Hello and welcome to the Kayden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. Joining me right here today is Kayden, Brenna, Tokarski. Kayden, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for taking the time to come on my show today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited.
So why don't we get started by getting to know you a little bit and how you got started in your acting?
Yes, so I am an actress and I started acting when I was 10 years old. So I've been doing it for about 3 years, which is crazy because time goes by way too fast. I feel like it's just yesterday that I started acting. But I have always wanted to be an actress ever since I was little. And I loved, I think what really inspired me, I loved watching Disney sitcoms like Good Luck Charlie. I don't know if you're familiar with that one, but I think really what sparked my interest in this industry was Zendaya and like Bridget Mendler. Like they were just really huge inspirations to me and still are today. I mean, Zendaya is just doing amazing. And I just after watching those shows, I was just like, I want to be on camera and like this is what I want to do. I mean, not knowing like about all the commitments and every like how how so hard this industry is. And my parents were like, hey, Kayden, you're a little young to start, so we'll wait a
Mhm.
little bit. And I think they reconsidered when they saw me at a play at a fourth when I was in fourth grade. I did a school play, and I just loved every second of it. I think that's when they reconsidered, and from there I started auditioning, and I was very grateful to be a part of the Joyful Child Foundation. They did a child safety video and just make like basically it's an organization to help keep kids safe and just like what to do if you're ever, God forbid, in the presence of a predator. So just I loved it was such a memorable and amazing experience and I loved every second of it. So I was like, I like this is what I want to do from now on. And I was like, this is like what I was just like at that moment, I was just kind of like, I feel like this is what I meant to do.
For sure.
Hmm.
Now, if you had the opportunity to act with anyone, who would you choose and why, Kayden?
I would love to play Jason Bateman's daughter. I mean, well, yes, daughter. I think I loved watching him in Ozarks. I don't know if you've seen that show, but he is just so phenomenal. I mean, he's a director and he's also a phenomenal actor. And he's just so inspiring towards me. He's definitely my one of my favorite actors.
So tell us a little bit on what you've been in and if you have any upcoming projects.
Yes, so I actually play a young Julie Roberts, a young Martha Mitchell on Gaslit, and that you can stream on Stars, all the episodes. It is basically about Watergate, and I wouldn't say it's child appropriate, but I'm a little bit of an old soul. I I like to think of myself as a little bit of an old soul. So I think if your parents are around and they allow it, I think it's such a wonderful show, and just the cast and the crew and just everything about it is so amazing. For upcoming projects, I am in Roswell Delirium, and that is a sci-fi feature film movie, and that stars Anthony Michael Hall. You may know him from 16 Candles, Breakfast Club, Dee Wallace from E.T. Let's see, Reginald Vell Johnson from Die Hard, and then a couple other huge 80s icons and big names. And that is coming out this summer, which is really exciting. And I play a mean girl, and that is written and directed by Richard Bakewell. And it's just such a phenomenal. It's going to be amazing. I'm really excited. It's definitely going places. So
Absolutely. And I know you've won tons of awards. Tell us a little bit about that.
I yeah yeah technical. It's honestly crazy. Just I have won. Let's see. I've won 11 awards, 11 Best
Oh,
Actress
11.
awards. But yeah, I honestly don't I know how it's possible. I think it's so crazy. I'm just so honored and so grateful. And it's also like really cool because like it's like this is something like, everyone has a dream, that I know of for the most part. And not everyone, gets to follow their dreams. And, being an actress is just such a privilege, and to get to do what I do. And, for all the support from my friends and family is just so amazing in so many different ways. It's just like, just from where I started and like, and I still have just like, I know that hopefully there's more to come. And, I can't wait for the future, like for what the future has for me. And but just like it's crazy because I never would have like imagined that. I won 6 awards for a lead in a short film called I Miss Her Too, and then also 2 awards for Message of the Mermaids, which is also a short film, and then I won 3 for Apocalypse Love Story, which was my first ever feature film actually, and that is actually premiering this month at the Hollywood Real Independent Film Festival at LA Live at the Regal Cinema. So I'm really excited to see that. I know it's honestly been crazy because we filmed that in 2020, and that was my first ever feature film. So it's going to be really exciting to see it.
What advice would you give somebody that might want to start doing acting, Kayden?
I think just like honestly, just the best advice I could give you is to take acting classes. I think there's so much you can learn from acting classes. I mean, obviously, like they teach you about the industry, and then it also helps you improve at your craft. And acting classes are just so significant. And there's so many huge stars that have made it in this industry that still take acting classes when they're not on set. It's just like you never stop learning in this industry. And I think, you just have to work hard, and you can't just expect things to come to you. You have to keep moving forward because this industry is really hard and there's a lot of rejection, and just have faith and believe in yourself. I mean, I know it's hard, it's hard to believe sometimes, because I know like, it's we get a little negative with ourselves, and we doubt ourselves a lot. And I do too. Like there's those moments in life that you do. But you just have to just try to have a positive attitude. And it's like every day above ground is just such a wonderful day.
I definitely agree with that. That's for sure. It's hard.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
anything
it's
you
hard.
do,
What?
it's hard.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now, if someone was to write a movie or a show about you or your life, what do you think they would write about?
Ooh, that is such a great question. What, I've actually for the 3 years I've been acting, I've never ever like I've never answered a question like that. I love that question. Let's see. I think maybe just like me as an actress, like just like the journey, like of like wanting to be an actress ever since I was little, and then like you know being here today as a 13-year-old actress. I think something like that. I don't know. It's just such a great question because I mean, there's so many things that happen in life, and there's so many wonderful memories and so many things. But I think that's one of the best decisions that I've ever made, and to have my family support me and let me do like follow my dreams is such a privilege, and just I'm just so blessed to be where I'm at in life right now. So I think for sure acting, because I that's really like I feel like that's just like it's my passion. Like that's just like it just makes like I feel like it's just like it makes me. Like acting is just so passionate, and I'm so driven and so determined about it. And like I have all these goals, and I that I want to accomplish in life. And I think it's just like something that I focus mainly on. Like that's just like my main focus. And I used to be a diver actually on a dive team, and I made junior Olympics on the 1 meter diving board. And I recently stopped doing diving because it conflicted with my schedule. And I love diving, and I would never ever, it was just such a wonderful experience. And I was doing it for fun. I was just like, wow, this is so cool, and such an interesting sport, and some cool skills to learn. And but I was just like, it's really hard to like acting is my priority, and then like be like an actress and then like a side Olympian. It just that's not possible. I mean, it could be possible, but I think, I mean, I still like have the skill, like I can still do it for sure. But like definitely going like 3 days a week, like a couple hours a week is just like definitely like really heavy.
Absolutely, and it's something that would be super hard to juggle.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to multitasking is really hard for me
Hmm.
for sure. That's something that's a goal for 2023. Hopefully I can become a better multitasker.
If people want to learn more about you, Kayden, where can they go to find you?
everyone can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Kayden Tokarski. That is Kayden, and then Tokarski. You can see
Eh,
all the updates to Roswell Delirium or any upcoming or just films that I've done in the past, or just you could just follow my journey there.
What is one message that you would like to give to your fans or anyone that might be watching or listening to this?
Let's see. Well, thank you for watching and thank you for listening. But I think it's just and love what you do. No matter if it's acting or not. You just gotta love what you do. You gotta be passionate about it. And I really think that's it. Like you just gotta love what you do. We're here for like what feels like forever, but we're really only live for such a short amount of time. It's like I feel like there's so many things like, everyone wants to accomplish in life. And I think like if you're not like happy with what you do, you have to love what you do. Or it's just like if you're not happy, then why are you even doing it, For sure.
Absolutely.
hmm And that's something I mean I love acting, and that's why I do it, and I hope to inspire others. And I mean, not even just as an actor. I mean, I'm also an activist, and I love to give back. I was the keynote speaker for I believe it was the what was it, the 34th anniversary of the Walk Against Drugs, and that is an event that occurs in October every single year in Mission Viejo, and that is here in California, South Orange County. And it's just such a wonderful and it's just such a important event that I feel like everyone should attend. And it's basically just to raise awareness about drugs and just all this harmful things that can be really harmful to your health and your body, and how it's so dangerous. And I feel like just to raise awareness towards this stuff, I think is just so important in life, because there's so many things that could take your life, and like life is already short enough. So I think definitely to raise awareness. And I also did a video for the Red Cross LA fundraiser, and that was also featured with Mario Lopez. So that was really cool. And I think, I mean, obviously acting is just very important to me, but I think giving back is just also very important. Like if I had the money to help anyone, I totally would. Like that's just like something that's just like really important to me. hmm
And Kayden, is there anything that I forgot to mention that you would like to mention today?
Yeah, I actually, since we're on here, this is I wanted to mention Darman videos.
Yes.
So have you heard Darman videos?
That's actually how I found out about you.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Yes, Darman. So I actually was on set yesterday for Darman, and that was my ninth video, and I have 8 out right now. So you guys can all go watch those on YouTube. You can follow Darman on all his platforms. I can't even name all of them because there's so many. He's got like millions and billions of followers all over the world, and his messages are just so inspirational and just so positive. And I think just like every time I'm on set, it's just like the best experience of my life. It's just everyone is just so amazingly talented, and the cast and crew is just everyone just has such a wonderful vibe on set. It's just like, and to be it's just a I've followed Darman ever since like he started his platform in 2018, and especially in 2020 when lockdown went on, and they were just so entertaining, and I was like, wow, this is such a great message. Like, and it's funny because I in 2020 I was like, wow, I really hope I can be on a Darman video one day. And then in the summer I was blessed to be in one, and then just a couple more, and it's just like it's so insane. It's so cool to see how like his rapid growth, like it's like 18 million followers on YouTube channel is insane.
Kayden, thank you so much for taking the time to come on the Kayden Gordon Show, today's Best Country Mix. We definitely appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.